I'm always curious, why the United States keep evolving into the Middle East and cause so much bitterness around in the Muslim world?
Well, the U.S. Foreign policy often is led by very specific interest groups. And in the case of the Middle East, the so-called Israel lobby has been the dominant influence of American policy. So much of what's happening in the Middle East comes from the fact that there is unrest in Palestine and Israel, because while there is a state of Israel, there is no state of Palestine. And so millions of Palestinian Arabs are living under Israeli domination in a kind of apartheid regime. And this leads to unrest. And the answer to the unrest is very clear. There should be a state of Palestine. The government of Israel has said, no, we want to dominate the territory. We don't want a Palestinian state. We will not give political rights to the people of Palestine. We will just rule over them. Israel's idea is very simple, which is that if there is unrest, Israel will crush it. If other countries support the unrest, Israel will go to war with them. And if a major country like Iran backs militias or resistance groups that are fighting Israel's domination, then Israel wants to go to war with Iran. Now, the fact of the matter is, Israel could not win a war with Iran. It needs the United States to fight that war. And so it's trying to get the United States to go to war with Iran. But it's not America's interest at all to have a war with Iran. But the political lobby of Israel drums up fear, drums up hatred, drums up a war atmosphere, and the American people don't like what's happening. It's time that the US, China, Russia, Britain, France, in the UN Security Council say there's a Palestinian state whether Israel likes it or not. The borders are those of the 4th of June, 1967. The UN is going to place peacekeeping forces to keep the two sides apart from each other, and we're going to move forward rather than having an escalating Middle East war. This would be the right approach. No difference of interest whatsoever between China, Russia, and the US in this case, because a spreading Middle East war is bad for everybody. So the great powers should get together and put the solution into operation.